I was actually just about to film a completely different video, but my brother just came home with mail and something very exciting came. So I thought we would open this together and experience this moment of hopefully joy. Hopefully this goes well. Oh, this is so exciting. In case you didn't know, I've had an Etsy store since 2016, I believe, though I've never taken it super seriously and I've never offered a wide range of products. I currently have a few downloadable coloring pages on there, and in the past I've sold postcards, and lately I have been working to get it back up and running and to kind of take it a little more seriously and give it more of a solid go, like to really try to make it a thing. So I designed a couple of stickers a few weeks ago, placed an order through Sticker app, and they just came in, and let's open these up because I'm so excited. See, this is nice. So they come in like a little resealable, and this is the one I'm personally most excited about. This is a little monarch butterfly inspired by the fact that my mom planted milkweed in her garden, and then we got all of the butterflies in the world. Oh my goodness. What? Honestly, this camera is just not doing it justice. These are so incredibly cute. The artwork came out beautifully. Let's open the other one. The other little sticker I did was of a California live oak branch with a few leaves and an acorn. Oh my gosh. This is literally, the camera is not doing these justice. These are so cute. I'm so very happy right now. So these are the first stickers I have ever made. I'm gonna be reopening the shop on October 10th. So hopefully people like the look of these. They're pretty simple as things go, but I thought, you know, start small, work your way up. I also have 3 new postcard designs coming, and I thought I would put up the old designs as well as kind of like my classics collection, so to speak. So I will share every step of the journey with you so far. And in case you were wondering, I should mention these are Sticker App's vinyl stickers, so they should be waterproof. I'm gonna keep a couple for myself and put them on my hydro flask. Here they are. Oh, I'm so happy. Hello everyone. All of the things that I've been waiting for have come in, so I'm doing a little product photo shoot, if you will. And this is my very technical setup. I have my ring light over here to increase some of the lighting. I have a notebook box to bounce some light off, and this is a box for my box lid for like where I keep my taxes and things like that. So very makeshift. I literally reached over my garden wall and picked these leaves. They're not the best looking leaves, but you know what? I like it better than just the blank bamboo background. So this is what we're working with. And then for my stickers, I have this little semi-clear, is this a crystal or a rock? I'm not really sure, but I thought to kind of elevate it and just kind of make it a little bit more dynamic, I did that. So then when you look down, that's what it looks like. So that's what we did for this time around. I literally just used my phone because I don't own a fancy camera, but most excitingly, look what came in, oh my gosh. So these are the 3 kind of like fall postcards that I designed. This one, if it looks familiar, it's because I've had a pumpkin patch coloring page up on my shop for a couple years now. And I basically just took that coloring page and colored it in Patreon. No, not in Patreon, in Procreate, excuse me. It took me like 12 hours to color in and do all the shading and everything, but I'm quite happy with it. And I just really like how intricate it is. And yeah, always just very proud of myself for this design because it took forever. Then this is probably my favorite of the designs. This is some monarchs on some milkweed. I'm kind of obsessed. Like, it pops, it's beautiful. This is definitely my favorite of the designs so far. And I kind of am predicting that this is the one that's gonna go most well. Does that make sense? But then the other one I have is a Keki's Delivery Service inspired like Halloween night scene. Now, I'm not super pleased with this one because it came out super, super dark. And I'm not sure if that's because I don't normally do an overlay on my art, but then on this one to give it an extra spooky feel, I did. So maybe I won't do that again, or maybe it's just that I designed everything too dark, and with this kind of printing, it just did not come out well. But I do still like the moon and the clouds. I just feel like some of the detailing down here is a little lost, but that's okay. You know, live and learn. I'm all self-taught when it comes to digital art. So I'm just learning as I go. But yeah, these are the 3 cards that are, wow, can't talk today, going to be in the store on October 10th. And I'm so very excited. I have pulled aside a few to like send to friends and family as 1, gifts, but 2, as a little bit of self-promotion. So, oh, I can't wait. So like I said, I'm just working on product photos, and then tomorrow I will work on doing like the actual listings and get those all set up. The only other product that I want to finish before we launch would be a few more coloring sheets. So let me show you what I've been working on. Oh, and also I made these cute little thank you cards. I got them as 5x7 uncoded postcards with a dividing line down the center, and then I'm gonna cut them so that I get 100 out of 50 cards. This was a tip I saw from somebody on TikTok, and I just thought that was a brilliant idea. So I got them uncoded so that I could write little thank you notes, but I'm really quite pleased with how these turned out. Okay, so when it comes to coloring sheets, I am not yet secure enough in my hand steadiness with digital art to do them digitally. So I have been sketching them out on just cardstock because this is how I used to do them in the past. I basically do a rough sketch, and then I like to hand ink everything with a brush, which is, yes, highly time consuming, but it's the only way that I know to just make them feel a little handmade, and they just seem to turn out better than when I like try and use a marker or do them digitally. So this is kind of the rough draft that I'm working with right now. I wanted to do, let me see what I do with it. I wanted to do a bit of an oak branch design to kind of go with the oak stickers, but I realized after spending about half an hour doing this whole thing that once I ink it, everything's gonna be too tiny for people to actually color in. So I might still use this as a base and just go ahead and start inking, but start inking larger than what I've drawn here. Sometimes I have a hard time with sketching. I'm not a good like drafter when it comes to drawing. I kind of prefer to just like dive in and give it a try. Yeah, I might just go in with my ink and see how that goes. Then I also have a bunch of old designs that I had saved from about a year ago that I just never did anything with. This is also an oak-based design, but it's a different kind of oak. I can't remember which style oak leaf this was. This was after a California live oak. Same with the sticker, but this is a different, whoop, there we go. This is a different style of oak. So I guess I could do that. I guess I didn't really like how it ended up being, if you can see like just a clump in the middle of the page. Then this was another old design I have, which is liquid amber leaves and then a little pine. And then I cannot remember for the life of me what this was supposed to be. Maybe oak, I'm not entirely sure. I like this, but again, I think it's a little too intricate for me to hand ink because by the time I hand ink it, there's just gonna be nowhere for people to color in. So what I might do is just use a section of this for a design and just like take a picture and fill it in on Procreate like I did with the pumpkins. And then I also started a little mushroom design here, which ultimately I'm not super into. So what I think I'm gonna do is just rework this one and just go in there with my ink and like see if I can zhuzh it up a bit. And if it doesn't work, then we start over. Sorry for the weird angle. I don't want to get my tripod out, so I've just propped you against a jar of pens, actually. Today is the 2nd of October, meaning that I have like 8 days to sort out what coloring page is also going to go up in addition to the postcards and stickers. Hopefully I can figure something out by then. I do still obviously work full-time, so I've been doing this at night and on the weekends. So we'll see. I will report back once I've figured out what I'm doing with all of these not finished designs. In other news, I am working on going back to posting on YouTube. So obviously you were watching a video that I'm working on right now. I'm in the middle of editing a September like roundup video, which I was supposed to get up this morning, but I did not. I've gone back to giving myself strict deadlines because I figure if I'm gonna do Etsy, YouTube, and my full-time job, I gotta be a little more organized, and I do work better with a deadline. So anyways, I gotta wrap things up here because my friend is actually coming to pick me up for dinner. We're gonna go attempt to sit in the park in like 80-something degree weather, but I wanted to make a little sticker package for her. So I will check in with you guys later. Okay, I'm trying to stealth vlog because this is highly awkward. I wanted to reshoot the product photos from yesterday because I didn't really like how they turned out. So I came to the park with my like easel thing and there's people playing volleyball, there's people with their dogs, and I'm just out here taking videos of postcards. Let me show you. So this was what I did. I went and I got some eucalyptus from Trader Joe's when I did my grocery run today, and I think these pictures came out so much better. So I'm glad I did, but highly embarrassing because there's definitely people around. So now I'm gonna try and walk back to my house without people noticing that I'm carrying giant twigs of eucalyptus in my backpack. Not a bad place to shoot product photos though. I forgot to take 2 product photos for the classic designs that match the new stuff. So, shoot, but it is 9:59. So I'm gonna make the rest of the listings active. And then as soon as my photos import, I will edit them and then upload that on its own as its own listing. Okay, stress. Oh man, I look, I look slightly crazy. I really need to finish doing my hair. Anyways, I wanted to do more of a proper check-in because I was slightly frantic earlier. So today it is launch day, it is Sunday, and everything is now live. I worked on content and like the shop until 1:32-ish last night, and therefore overslept slightly this morning. Not a great idea. So future Marissa, plan ahead better. I woke up and I was in the shower when I realized, shoot, I still did not take updated product photos for the classic postcard designs, which are these 2. So this one is a lily pond design, and then this one is mixed media fall leaves. They are both watercolor based, which is what I used to do more of before I got my iPad. But I've switched scanners since I did these 2, and my scan quality right now is not so good, and I can't scan in CMYK. So that's mainly why I've switched over to digital art for my prints, because the colors were just not coming out true to the actual artwork. So, but these are now up. I wanted to take more or newer product photos that were consistent with my new listings. So those photos are now up, but these did go up slightly after 10 o'clock, but I don't think anybody noticed. Everything is now live. I have done an Instagram post on my personal account and on the LittleSpiderCreates account. So people are definitely viewing it. Per Etsy, like when I had checked about 10 minutes ago, my traffic was up 5,000%. So that's cool, but that's also mainly because like 3 people a week were looking at my shop before. So, you know, all in perspective. Also, pleasantly surprised that I already received an order. My dear friend Laura from college made an order already. So thank you very much for being my first order of the new collection. And I hope you like the cards and the sticker. I'm not sure if she still watches my videos, but she used to back in the day, and I really, really appreciate the support. Thank you very, very much. Honestly, I was not expecting to get any orders today. I know that bigger shops with more of a following can definitely put up a new collection and then sell out really quickly or just get a crap ton of orders, but that has not been my experience of Etsy in the past. It's very much been people favoriting items, thinking about it for a couple days to a couple weeks, and then coming back to make a purchase. And it's kind of like, I'll have like little spurts where it'll be like 1 or 2 orders at a time. But I honestly was not expecting anything for today. So thank you very, very, very much, Laura. Really, really appreciate that. Other updates would include the fact that I did give up on that oak tree coloring page. I didn't give up on it entirely. I just gave up on trying to have it done in time for the new product launch, mainly because I just didn't want to put up a rushed product that I was not happy with, and the design's just not coming together quite yet. I still like the idea of like a layered branch effect, so kind of like natural patterning, but I just have not had time to sit down and really play with it enough. So I'm gonna see if I can just keep working on it and maybe get it up by the end of October. Also considering trying out some new Halloween designs for downloadables. But again, I just don't want to put up anything that's rushed and not something that I'm 100% proud of. So I will get to those when I get to those. And if I don't this year, that's fine. There's always next year. This week in my head, I've been kind of thinking it would be fun to do like a little bonfire scene with maybe some animals and little ghosts for Halloween, which is definitely different than the coloring sheets I have put up before, and makes me a little nervous because I'm not super great at image composition, mainly because I don't practice it that much, and all of my personal art training, or my more recent art training at least, was more theory-based and less compositional. I think I need to keep practicing a little more before I feel comfortable with it, but I'm gonna give it a go because it's a really cute design in my head. I just don't know if I can execute on it. I feel like that's always the artist's dilemma. Basically, I'm just feeling slightly burnt out today because all I did yesterday was work on the shop and on videos. I posted my first YouTube video in like 8 months yesterday, and can I just say the comments are making me feel warm and fuzzy inside. I didn't really realize people cared whether or not I would come back. I was just kind of coming back because I like making videos, and I didn't even think, I thought maybe people had given up on the channel, but I've really, really appreciated the nice comments on that video. So thank you very much if you were one of the people who left one, because it literally took me 4.5 hours yesterday to edit that video. Granted, I did have to film some like inserts and, you know, add graphics and things like that. But it took me forever, and I still use iMovie because I have a MacBook Air and I would love to switch over to Final Cut. That's like ultimately my goal, but my MacBook Air freaks out when I like run too many Chrome tabs. So I honestly don't think that it could handle the processing power of Final Cut. So I'm still operating on iMovie, and my fan goes and it just takes me forever. And sometimes it gets skippy, like when my computer gets hot. So then I have to pause for like 10-15 minutes, then try it again. And it's a whole thing. I honestly think that's one of the reasons I don't post more videos, because I just really truly hate my editing process right now. But this is a relatively new computer. I think it's like a 2018, so I'm not going to be upgrading until it starts crapping out on me because they're expensive and I can't afford to do that. I always joke and say if I had the followers or the money for an editor, I would totally hire an editor because I hate the editing process, but I like drafting the videos and I love filming them. I think actually I enjoy them too much because I just ramble and I always have at least 45 minutes worth of footage, even for a 10-minute video. So I just really need to like control the urge to talk incessantly, which I'm doing right now. If you have made it to the end of this video though, thank you very, very much for watching. And if you have checked out the Etsy shop, thank you doubly so. I'm really gonna try to be not super annoying about promoting the shop, simply because I don't want it to feel like I'm making videos just to promote something to you, because I'm not. but I do think I will try and do these kind of like Etsy vlogs every once in a while, you know, when I've got something interesting going on. I am by no means a professional illustrator or great at running a business, but I thought it might be fun, and that way I can kind of consolidate the content and it doesn't feel like I'm just product plugging every time I come on here. I think that's probably the better way to go about it. And the last thing I want to say, because I don't think I've mentioned this yet, is that if you cannot purchase something from the shop, please don't feel bad. I'm literally not expecting anybody to purchase anything from me. I just wanted to share my process with you. But if you cannot buy anything, please don't feel bad. You know, engaging with this video helps. Sharing any other social media posts I make about it help. And if that's all you can do, I totally appreciate that as well. And with that, I should really stop talking. So thank you so very much for watching. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you are enjoying fall wherever you are. And I will see you in the next video. Okay, I'm delirious. Bye.